homeschool mamas, it is finally fall here where I live. At least the leaves are changing color, the breeze is out like every day. Fall usually means apples and pumpkins and hay rides, you know, all those things. But today I wanted to talk with you all about apples and share with you some ideas for a lesson that I have done with my kiddos, with my preschooler and my kindergartner. So this would be great for any ages from 2 to maybe 5. So stay tuned and I'll share that with you in a minute. So welcome to my channel. I want to share with you guys, my name is Ashley. I'm here at Joyful Noise Living and I love to talk about homeschool and mostly homeschooling preschool and kindergarten right now, but as my kids get older, I'm going to start sharing even more with whatever I've done with first, second, and third grade. So I'm homeschool mom of 3. And I'm excited here to bring to you this collab with my good friends, April at The Simple Rugged Path and Michelle at Homeschooling in the Pines. They're wonderful ladies that I've collabed with here on YouTube, and I'm so excited to be able to share this with them. And you need to check in the description box below. I'll send a link to their pages, and there's also a link to the playlist for all About Apples videos. There'll be a few other mamas sharing all their lesson ideas to do with their kids. So April's great. She does lots of reviews and lots of ideas, fun ideas to do with your kids and your family and homeschooling. They also have a homestead that they're working on. Michelle is also great, and she has kids that she's homeschooling as well, a younger one and an older one, and she does great ideas for brave writer and reading aloud with your family. Check those wonderful ladies out. So I don't know about you, fall has brought to my family sickness. So I've put off doing this video because I couldn't talk for a few weeks because I was coughing so bad. So now I'm feeling better and I'm really happy to finally do this. But I did a curriculum for my children for about 3 years. It was called God's Little Explorers, and I kept a lot of their activities that they did here in this book. But I wanted to share with you a few of the things we did for our apple unit, and oh, it was so fun. So I'm going to start with our favorite one and just go with that there. So one of the things we did was we grabbed an apple and we cut it in half. And then you get all your favorite colors of paint. We did like red and yellow and green. And then you take a nice big old sheet of paper and you dip the half of the apple in the paint, and then you start stamping the apple on the paper. And what, 3-year-old doesn't love to get their hands in paint? So my oldest daughter, when she did this activity, she's loved doing crafts and loved painting. So that was super fun. So after she did that though, we didn't stop there. We let it dry. And then I think she did 5 or 6 sheets. But we let it dry, and then we took 2 or 3 sheets and I cut out the shapes of apples from each of those sheets. And then I think she went through and she might have added the stems, or maybe I did, I don't remember. But we cut up at least 20 and we numbered them. So we turned our craft into a math activity, and we put numbers on each of our apples from 1 to 20. I have my 1 and my 9. And I did most of them. I think she tried to make some later and she drew her own little numbers on there. So isn't that cute? I love little kid handwriting. And then we played some math games with it. Like I would say, hey, go find the number 10, and she'd run and go find it. But I think her absolute favorite thing to do with this, guys, she loved this. We had a fake little plant that she would set on a stool. She was like 3 or 4 at the time, maybe 2, I don't remember. And she set this fake plant on a stool, and we put these apples in the fake plant, and she pretended it was an apple tree, and then she got a little basket, and then she went around on the tree picking the apples off and putting it in her basket, and then just pretending that she was picking fresh apples. And that was by far her favorite activity with apples that we did. So I highly recommend this, and as you can see, I still have all of these apples here that I've held on for like 5 years. So, because she's in 3rd grade now, and I've used it with my kindergartner. I haven't used it with my preschooler yet. He hasn't. Look at that tiny little 7 there. It's backwards, I think, too. But anyway, so I also laminated them. Actually, I forgot to share that. But before I cut them out, I laminated them. So I think that is why they have lasted so long. So there you go. That was my first activity with apples. So my next activity with apples, I'll just pull out the sheet here, which I think the other ladies have shared as well, but I think it's such a great activity, is an apples taste test. So we had this sheet printed off with our curriculum, and we wrote in the different kind of apples that we tasted, and then you have a little graph chart here. So sweet, sour, crunchy, soft, juicy, and we basically just checked off all those characteristics on what they were. So She thought that was super fun too. So it looks like we did Pink Lady, Honeycrisp, Gala, Granny Smith, and Golden Delicious. And then she just went to town and had fun just marking up the whole thing. Why not? Lastly, this is kind of faded because I had this up in on our wall for a year or two, but this was my daughter's favorite activity when we did the letter A for apples. Here. So we had the letter A printable, so she put her little finger in some red paint. You could do ink as well, and she did little fingerprints all around the letter A. And then here, she loved doing animals with her letter A. So this isn't apples, but it's the letter A. So she made, we did it together. She loved this. We made animal shapes for every letter of the alphabet for like 2 years. But we did the alligator, and then we made a little apple for the lowercase a. So we even got the little seeds in there, and had some white foam instead of some white paper, and then the shape of the lowercase a. So I wanted to share that with you as well. If you have a kid who loves crafting, I highly recommend any of these. So, yep. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out the playlist for all the apples activities that you can do with your kids for homeschool, or if you're not homeschooled and you need an apple activity for your kids, just for fun. So I hope you and your family enjoy your fall season this year, and be sure and hit the thumbs up button if you like this, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I can't wait to see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.